Hi, Mark. This is my friend Stephanie, and she plays the piano and sings, but she does not play any other instruments. She's never played a brass instrument before. Although I did teach her euphonium, so hopefully she remembers a little bit. Maybe. That was last semester, though, so we'll see. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do some breathing exercises because, it's a brass instrument, so air's really important, but you should understand that from singing. So, okay, so I think maybe you remember this. We did did we do the Darth Vader trick?
I think so.
Maybe? Okay, so what I do is you put your hand like right here, and you breathe in, and you want to make sure that we're breathing like from our diaphragm, and so to make sure that we're really breathing deeply, you see if like you're making this sound, and it sounds kind of like Darth Vader when he's all like Luke. Yeah. So, and it sounds kind of weird and cool. But okay, so we're gonna breathe in for 4 counts with the Darth Vader hand thing, and then we're gonna breathe out for 4 counts, and we'll do that twice in a row, just to kind of get our breathing set up and ready. Okay. And try not to move your shoulders too much. I always have trouble with that, but okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so really just the point of doing breathing exercises is just to get ourselves ready and to make it, a conscious effort to try to breathe, because breathing for your instrument is different than, day-to-day normal breathing, just like the same with singing. So, yeah. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to play just on the mouthpiece. So your mouthpiece is right there. So the French horn mouthpiece is a little bit smaller than the euphonium mouthpiece. So our embouchures can be a little bit tighter. Okay. But it's for your embouchure, it's going to be a round shape, and you're probably going to have more top lip in the actual circle here, but really you want it to feel natural. If it feels really, really uncomfortable to have a lot of top lip, then you just bring it down a little bit more. So let's just we're just gonna place just kind of like, I don't know, this is kind of where I go right about there. And does that feel like natural there? Okay. Yeah. So we're just gonna well, the French horn is pitched in 2 different keys. Like, the French horn is strange, so I'll show you here. But when you're playing, just pushing down these 3 valves, it's pitched in F. And then there's this trigger key that's, if you push that down, then the horn is pitched in B flat. So it's a little strange. But the piano is pitched in concert C. So when we play a note, it's not like the concert note. So we're going to play, we're just going to try and buzz an F on the mouthpiece. So this is going to be a C. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to sing it, because we do brass instruments. For brass instruments, we use sing, buzz, play. Okay. So we're going to sing the note first, and then we're going to buzz it on the mouthpiece, and then we're going to try to play it on the actual horn. Okay. So, I think what's kind of hard for us as girls about singing it is that is actually an octave too high. Okay. So if you can sing the F lower, so down here, then cool. But if you can't, you can sing it an octave higher, and just know that when it's coming out on the mouthpiece, it should be an octave lower. Okay. Make sense?
I think so.
Okay. So I don't know if can you sing that well?
What do you want me to sing?
just like ta. Or
Ta.
okay, good. Okay, so try to keep that pitch in your head. So then when you're buzzing, you're still like singing it in your head.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah. Wait, should
Okay.
I do the higher one or the lower one?
The lower one's gonna like be the pitch that's gonna come out of the mouthpiece. So if you can think like that lower pitch, that's the one that we want to actually sound.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and buzz it first, and then I'll have you buzz it. Okay.
How do I hold it?
Oh, that's a good question. You're gonna use your thumb and your first finger, and hold it like near the bottom.
Okay.
And the reason we want to do that is because we want to minimize the amount of pressure, and you want to hold it in your non-dominant hand.
Okay.
So if you're right-handed, your left hand, because it's really easy like to wanna like when we go higher to just push the mouthpiece like more onto our face to use pressure to get it higher. But that works to a certain extent, but really in essence it's harder and the pitch sounds like pinched. So we want to try to make, when we're playing it on the mouthpiece, just the same as if we were playing it with the actual horn attached to us. So this will help us to like keep everything the same.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that pitch again. You want me to go
You
again?
should go first, yeah. Okay, wait, how do I don't know.
Okay.
Is it like
So-
buzzing like through my lips? Like I'm
Yeah,
not
like
blowing air into it. Okay.
There you go. Good. Okay, so what did you do to drop that pitch? Because it started higher, right?
Yeah. I think it just kind of like regulated the air that was going through. I
Okay.
don't know how.
Okay. Okay. I think one of the things that I do, like, a lot of times my pitch tends to come out higher as well. And the way that I change that is like, when you have lower pitches, your air is slower, and so then your mouth is a little more relaxed. Like, if your mouth isn't quite as firm, then you're gonna get like that lower pitch. And like you said, like regulating your air and knowing how fast or how slow your air is going, that's going to be really helpful for when we play it on the horn. Because this we'll just kind of move into playing on the actual horn. So the tricky thing about brass instruments, like just like with euphonium, if you push down like this first valve, it can make like a ton of different notes. Like my TA always says like, for every fingering you can play like 100 different notes, which I don't know if that's an exaggeration or if that's actually the truth. It's actually 100, but it's a lot. So so we always have to be thinking the pitch in our head, and then like that'll help with our air, and like being conscious of how fast our airstream is will help us to play like the right note. So, and it's not going to happen right away, but it takes time, just like anything does. So, all right, so we're going to pick up our instruments. Just pick it up kind of from the bell, because we don't want to like smash all the tubing and the keys and stuff. Okay, so so you got like, you put your hand right here. You got you want to have for your left hand, your thumb is going to rest on this trigger. And then your pinky is going to be in this little guy so that you can hold it nice. And then your 3 fingers will just kind of curve a little bit, rest, so we can just easily push them down. And then your right hand, we stick in here. And I'm going to tell you how to do it because I think this is kind of cool about the French horn. But our right hand can really change like the pitch. If you hold it wrong, it can